Slam it, shake it, move it, make it, think ah. Well, hello, and welcome back to Talking Shit
with the Yank
and a Brit. So, welcome back, or hello if you're a new listener. This is the podcast where me and Kate talk shit about stuff and share our differing or similar perspectives from our upbringings in the UK and the US.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it. This is our 10th episode, which feels like a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal. We've hit the 10, baby.
I never thought we'd make it this far. But with your support.
I want to thank our mums for listening. And the four
Blendjet 2.
Blendjet 2 for sponsoring us. And if you would like a Blendjet 2, then just visit the link in the show notes and use our code.
Get $12 off.
TSPod12.
No, but for real, I think when you and I started this and kind of conceptualized it, we didn't have any, I don't think we planned on stopping, but
No.
we didn't know where it was going to go, what it was going to be like. We were just winging it. And so the fact that we're here kind of regularly recording, uploading, getting a lot of feedback, good, bad. Well, I feel like it's never really bad, but just responses from, our friends and family and maybe some fans who like our stuff and want to share stuff with us, which we really appreciate. And, cheers to more to come, I guess.
That's it. And if you're a new listener, then prepare yourself for some delightful chat.
But also go back and listen from the beginning
to the other ones,
because I feel like that might be better.
I mean, maybe skip episode 1 because we didn't really know what we were doing there.
Yeah, and the audio kind of sucked.
But other than that, it's great. We're really enjoying it. We're grateful for everyone who's listening. And if you fancy getting involved, email us at talk shit to us. At gmail.com.
Say it one more time. Talk shit to us at gmail.com.
That's the one, baby. I don't know why I keep saying that. I keep going, all right, baby.
Baby. I think that's a really good catchphrase. So
thank you.
That can be yours and I'll come. Mine's going to be I like eggs and I hate that for me. But I feel like that's the thing I said most consistently since that episode. Anytime it's relevant. So that sucks. But here we are.
Now, you also say more.
Oh, I do. And I'll have you know.
I'll have you know.
I'm the worst. Say more about how I say more.
Oh, I love it. You Americans and your little sayings.
Okay. I feel like that is one thing that's true for both of our countries because you guys are like anybody up for a cuppa and all right and fancy this and fancy that. And that shit.
Very true.
But I like that. I'm not talking shit about that. I like it.
I like it too. I like that we both have different sayings that we can both take the mick out of.
True. Makes it more entertaining.
By the way, I'm like losing my voice, so if my voice does stop working halfway through, I apologize.
We'll just use sign language.
Carry on. Okay, that's good for a podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll translate, respond.
You can do my voice and your voice.
Perfect. And all the accents that you can do, and I'll nail them.
Okay.
Well, tell me why you're losing your voice, though. Let's hear it.
I just had a very busy weekend with a couple of gigs, and I sang a lot, and then I drank a lot because it was bank holiday, and I got really excited and got too carried away. And I'm now on day 2 of the hangover. and my vocal cords are fried, basically.
For your day 2 hangovers, is that I wonder if it's like mine when I get those, and it's less hangover, it's more like the psychological components and just generally
Mm,
feeling worn down, but
yeah,
it's not the
yeah.
headache or the stomach ache or just like the I can't move off the couch sort of thing.
Yeah, it was just like extreme tiredness, the hangxiety today, worrying about what I
Mhm.
did.
Mhm.
And I also woke up this morning, went into the bathroom to brush my teeth, yawned in a slightly different position, apparently, and something in my neck went, and I can't turn my head now. That's like as far as I can go. So that's what happens when you're hungover in your 30s.
I yawned weird and now I can't look left. Poor you.
It sucks. Oh.
You need a heat pack and some painkiller
Mm.
and probably alternate with ice, and you'll be right as rain tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, nurse. I'll try that. I did try painkillers earlier. It did not do anything. So, I don't know. Silas,
Yeah.
if you could
Silas
give me
book
some
report.
advice, please.
Yeah, Silas says, please provide us with a fun fact about pain
Well,
and
he's training to be an
painkillers.
osteopath, so he should
Also,
know
that
what to
you're
do.
right. I forgot. Silas says, give us tips about improving our neck pain and sleeping better, and probably better tips on how to yawn.
Yeah, if you could, how to yawn without causing neck paralysis. That'd be fab. Cheers.
So, okay, eventful weekend, as we discussed last time about kind of our respective holidays this week. And I had dumbly said it's, I don't know, something about Memorial, which it is.
Mm.
Memorial Day is about remembering, I think, the fallen soldiers of wars.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
And I, I, I know that people do like kind of observe that in the appropriate way. We did not. We had some people over, played yard games. It was a really horrific week, which I know you know all about. It's been a shitty
Mm-hmm.
month, actually. So
Yeah.
I'll spare the details to our listeners so they don't have to listen to my snot filled sobs. But it was nice, though. We had nice weather, and having people over was
Good.
good. And I'm very good at one of my favorite yard games, Sticks and Cups, and I continue to be very good at it. So
Oh, I miss
there's that.
sticks and cups.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah. We're playing that when you come over next time.
I think you guys have frisbees and sticks and cups. So
Yeah, I'll find some sticks, I'll find some frisbees, and I'll get some cups in. Baby. I've done it again. Baby.
Bebe. Um, I guess speaking of frisbees, though, I did get hit in the mouth with a frisbee yesterday,
Oh,
which is the first
no.
time that's happened since I feel like I've never gotten like truly injured, but this was just the right like velocity or speed. It was kind of a heavy frisbee that I don't normally play with, and it hit me. I have like a cut.
Is that why you went to the dentist this morning?
No, I just had an appointment, but they they noticed. They're like, "Oh my god, what happened?" I was like, "I got hit in the face with a frisbee. Is my tooth okay?" It's primarily my lip, but
Good.
yeah, it sucked. And but
It's a
everything
dangerous
else looked
game.
fine. It is. Like
Mm.
wear a face mask? I don't know.
Yeah. One of those big, like, helmets that they wear in American football.
Yeah, or an umpire's mask or something.
Yeah.
That would help because I was terrified of the frisbee after that.
You've now got a complex against frisbees.
Yeah. Um, but I suppose the highlight of my past couple days was at the dentist, them being like, looks good. Do,
Good.
floss more or whatever. But my dentist had asked about, I had to do my x-rays, right? I know you guys have slightly
Mm.
different kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Your dental care is a little bit different than ours.
Yeah.
Um, but I had to like do this machine where I had to like bite a thing and a thing rotated around my head.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So just a different form of x-rays. And the dentist had commented on like the jaw muscles and she's like, do you have pain up here in your temple? Because you have, muscles up there and joints up there that are part of your jaw system. And I was like,
Yeah.
no. And she's like, well, you just have really petite ones then. And I was like, I have cute little petite
What, temples or
muscle,
jaw muscles?
well, like jaw muscle joints in that area. And I
Oh,
was like, "Are you
right.
saying they're cute or what?" And she's like, "Yeah, I guess." So there's
Yes,
that.
winner.
Yes. Yeah. Got cute temporalis muscles. I think that's what they are. I don't remember. So,
Oh, what a
yay me.
compliment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yay
Mhm.
for you.
Well,
Right.
you wanna talk some shit?
Let's talk some shit. Yeah, that's jazz.
I think we've never really talked about this, I don't think, but the talking shit implication of our whole shtick in our title
Hmm.
is not to, like, necessarily be like, "We're gonna talk mad shit about this person,"
No.
but it's more like you and I are just chatting shit, which is a pretty British phrase that kind of just means
Yeah.
talking
Yeah, it
about
doesn't mean we're going to be horrible. We're
we might be,
just
though.
we might. Yeah, we're just talking about lots of stuff.
Some of it deep and thought-provoking, and some of it literally nonsense, like
Mhm.
sandwiches.
And ballpoint pen reviews.
And please do not kill me this podcast.
I'll try not to.
I thought it would be good though for us to I just like have some we just have some random questions that I think we've been stockpiling that we wanted to ask
Yep.
each other or talk about. And so we're gonna be doing some true talking shit with the Yank and a Brit today, I feel like.
We can learn a little bit more about each other on the way.
This date is me getting to know you better to decide if I want to then take it to the next step of dating you.
And reaching 20 episodes.
Mhm.
Woo!
Podcast dating.
Yeah.
One big one is let's talk about music.
Okay.
You're
I
really
like
musical.
music.
You sing, you're a good singer, you're in a band. Tell me about what your musical tastes and influences were over the years, like when you were younger, why, how that shaped who you are today, if you think it had any shape on kind of like your singing performance style. And what do you like to listen to now? And is it different?
Okay, so I grew up, and I think most people do, listening to the music that their parents listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So my mum and dad were huge David Bowie fans.
Oh, okay. I don't hate that.
So I listened to a lot of that growing up. And also, which was one of my biggest influences, was Alanis Morissette and Sheryl Crow.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Just pointing out they're American.
So
Well, Alanis is Canadian, I think, right?
she is Canadian, yeah.
But Sheryl Crow is American,
I believe so.
I think.
So I was obsessed with Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill album. I knew all the
Well, we were gonna go see
words.
her,
We were.
and then
But then
well, you and
train
Charlie were.
strikes happened.
Yep, and then no
Mm.
one got to go.
So yeah, that's where I sort of started. Well, actually, no. I guess my first influence was Disney films. I used to love singing along to Disney films, and
Me too. Which one?
particularly Aladdin and Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They were my fave.
Pocahontas for me,
Oh, good one.
and I. This may come as a big surprise, but anything with cats in it.
What, like the
So the Lion King,
aristocrats?
the Aristocats, Oliver and Company. Big fan of those. To an alarming degree, probably.
Really?
Yeah. How long would you say you kind of hung on to Disney music and maybe kind of the more of the kid friendly music before you shifted into Alanis, Sheryl Crow, stuff like that?
Um, Probably. I remember my life through. I don't know whether you know this, but I moved quite a lot when I was younger. Like my
I
parents loved to
no.
move house,
Hmm.
so I remember my life and what stage I was in as to what house I was living in at the
Yeah.
time.
I do that with
So
boyfriends. I do. It's true. Go on.
Um, so I was in Ashurst Wood, so I would have been, I guess, like 8 or 9, 10 maybe. Oh God, I don't know. But I remember singing Alanis. Oh, my voice is going. I remember singing Alanis a lot then.
What was your favorite song?
Well, it's always been, always will be, Ironic.
Good
That
one.
is my go-to song. It's my karaoke song.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Hmm.
That's an important thing for me to know.
Yes. So, but then I also, as you get older and you turn into a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well you know the album, but a lot of it's quite angry
Yeah.
and man
I don't
hating.
know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they became more favourites as I turned more hormonal, really, I guess.
And you had that one crush who didn't like you back.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah,
dedicated.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
What
So
about you?
Alanis, Sheryl Crow. This is going to be really embarrassing for me. I can already tell. Okay. I don't know why, but I was perhaps a little late in the game of moving on to kind of like more current music because I my parents did have their own music that they listened to. My dad was a big fan of the Beatles and some kind of
Mhm.
other, I'm going to say oldies, even though I suppose, well, at the time they were the oldies too. That's what it
Yeah.
is. But my mom, she liked Celine Dion and stuff,
Awesome.
that's my go-to karaoke.
Sick.
uh, but I also didn't like, basically the soundtracks and music I got were kids' music for many years. And I didn't really encounter pop music that was perhaps a little more edgy until I was probably in like junior high. So I remember my friends listening to Alanis Morissette and singing in the car when we were going somewhere, like during a sleepover, and them singing along to
Yeah.
the radio. And I was like, I don't know this
I
song.
don't know what this is.
I don't know this song. It seems good, but oh, I was into Hanson, but
Oh my
I
God,
feel
so
like
was I.
yeah,
Oh, I
I feel like
loved
that was pretty
Hanson.
standard. And they're
Oh,
kind of innocent too, so I think my parents were okay with
yeah,
it, you know?
that's
And then,
it.
of course, some of the other boy bands like NSYNC, and those were hard to avoid.
Oh, yeah, man.
But I remember I got, I don't know, did you guys have those catalogs with CDs that you could order?
Yep.
Okay. So my parents would say you could get something out of here. And I got TLC and Paula Cole's albums because I think it was like, my friends have these. I need to get these. And both of them had the
Yeah.
parental advisories on them. And my parents took them away from me.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that my music evolution kind of was a little bit stilted in that way. But I will say
Right.
that a very important band for me was the Spice Girls.
Hell yeah. Girl power.
And that was one thing I wanted to talk to you about because I feel like most people in the UK maybe have a love or kind of like they can talk positively about the Spice Girls, but you might have people who really
Yeah.
hate or don't care about the Beatles or don't care about some of the other big UK artists of the past. It's
Hmm.
kind of love or hate, you know? But Spice Girls
Yeah.
feels like, yeah, everyone loves that fake ass girl band that didn't write their own songs.
Or sing very well.
Yep.
But I think,
Yep.
they in a way were our modern day Beatles. They were
Yeah.
like the most influential girl band of
Hmm.
the 90s. So I think anyone in our generation, unless you've been living under a rock, you've got to appreciate the Spice Girls. And it was kind of the beginning as well of girl fucking power.
I was just going to say, I don't know if there's many other bands that could really pull off girl power in a non cheesy way, you know?
Well, I
Because
mean,
they
it probably
did.
was cheesy, but we loved
It
it.
was. Yeah. Well, and maybe that's true because I think of girl power now and it's kind of like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, maybe it was just because they seem like they meant it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. They were cool, and
Their personas.
yeah, they each had their own persona, so everyone had the Spice Girl that they were. I remember being in primary school, and like at lunchtimes, we'd all pretend to be the Spice Girls and perform on the steps out the back of the school.
Yep.
So
We
that was
did that
fun.
for a talent show, and I was not included, but desperately wanted to be, so I got to be
Oh.
the manager who introduced them. So that was fun, but I too had like poster and I wanted like the platform shoes and all of that, but
Mhm.
I got to ask who was your identified Spice Girl?
I was Sporty Spice.
Oh, okay.
Does that surprise
Say
you?
more. I don't know if it surprises me because there's only 5, right? But
I suppose, yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. I guess I don't know who I would have expected. So I just want to know more. Why?
well, I don't know whether you know this, but when I was a younger lass, I was quite a tomboy. I wasn't really into
No.
like girly stuff. Um, and I just identified with her the most, and she had brown hair, so
I mean, that's kind of what
so
it came down to.
yeah. So it was either posh or sporty.
Mhm.
And I wasn't posh, so I got sporty. Who were you? I'm gonna
So,
say, can I guess?
yeah.
I feel like it's between posh or baby.
Well, so you kind of just said it. I kind of had 2 options here if we're going to go based on like how I
Hair
sort
color.
of looked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was posh and I hated that.
Did
I
you?
had to like yes, cuz I really loved Scary Spice a lot. So much so that like that was like I was a posh sun and a scary spice moon, and that was a secret. But she was like the prettiest and had the best style and was like the coolest and
All
the
the leopard
funniest, and
print.
and her hair was cool, and I had curly hair that looked terrible, but I was like, maybe my hair one day could look like that. And I thought she was a great singer. Posh, I think we can all say, was the worst singer, and
Yeah.
I think they said, Posh, you don't get to sing.
You don't get to sing, all right.
But she was pretty. But I just don't think I was a posh personality, and I wasn't sporty really, so that didn't feel fair. And Baby was blonde and cute, and like that, I felt like I didn't get to pick her. I mean, her personality didn't really fit mine either. I think if Scary kind of had that quirkiness too, that I think maybe was a little more representative of me. If anything, Ginger
Yeah.
probably would have been okay. But I wasn't
Yeah.
a redhead
I like
either,
Ginger
so
too. No,
yeah.
hadn't reached the hair dye stage yet.
Nope, not yet.
Mm.
But favorite song? Quick, go.
Viva Forever. See, maybe not a popular choice, because I guess it's probably one of their newer ones. But I just love it. I think I've mentioned to you earlier that I added it to my Spotify playlist the other week because I heard it and was like, oh, I love that song.
I'm actually going to have to add it to mine too so I can hear it again.
Or Spice Up Your Life.
Right. I mean,
That one.
that one was good. I think I really liked Stop.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they're all tunes.
Yeah. Two Become One. Say You'll Be There.
Yeah.
Even Mama.
Yeah, I sing that to my mum quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Slam it, shake it, move it, make it.
Who do you think you are? Yeah.
It's an absolute tune. Yeah, they're all fucking good.
But if Wannabebeh comes on, I'll jam.
Oh yeah. If any song of theirs comes on, really.
Yeah.
I'm there,
Is that
baby.
what we're gonna say?
Stop saying baby. Fucking hell. What's wrong with me?
Every time you do it, an angel gets its wings.
Hey guys, you could play a drinking game at home. Every time I say bebe, do a shot.
And every time I say more,
Okay, so after the Spice Girls, obviously you mentioned the boy bands, NSYNC,
Mhm.
Backstreet
Mhm.
Boys, Hanson. They were my first
Mhm.
love, Hanson. I was in love with Taylor so fucking hard that I was
God, it hurts.
genuinely convinced, I was going to
Mhm.
marry that guy.
Mhm.
Um, Unfortunately, he never came to where I lived.
I mean,
Um,
it's not too late. He's still alive. You're still
yeah, but
alive.
he's married with like 10 kids now.
I
That's
mean,
too
marriage
many.
isn't forever.
True. I'll wait for that divorce, but then I'm in there. But then, okay, then I loved NSYNC. Okay, my next love was Justin Timberlake, and to this day, I still have a really big place for him in my heart.
Mhm.
And if Jessica Biel would just fuck off, then actually, I went to see Justin Timberlake right for my 16th birthday. My awesome mum got us tickets for it was me and three of my friends, I think, four of my friends. And we were 3 rows from the front. And I am telling you, it was the
Ooh.
Justified tour.
Oh, okay.
So
Good one.
it
Mhm.
was incredible. And I'm telling you, Kate, he looked me dead in the fucking eye. And from that moment on, I was like, he knows. He knows about me. This is going to happen one day.
It's like, "You're too young now, baby.
Hmm.
I'll
And
give
then
you 10 years."
he couldn't find me. So he
I'm
married the
here.
next brunette he could find,
Mm.
Jessica Slutface Biel.
Man, I mean, talk about just second-rate Gemma.
No,
Really.
I mean, come on.
That's so funny. Yeah, I'm sure he was like that. If the internet were a thing then, like it is now, you guys would have found each other. Like Twitter would have found you in
Hmm.
a second. All you had to do was just
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
16-year-old 3 rows away for my concert. Who are you? I love you.
Oh, that was one of the best nights of my life.
Okay, so you were an
Yeah,
NSYNC fan. I feel like I probably slightly preferred NSYNC over Backstreet Boys, but
yeah,
listen to them
100%.
both. I mean,
Mm,
they both have tunes, right?
yeah.
What about like some people say I look like me dad?
Hey!
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh! Bit of Bewitched. I didn't even know
Oh.
Bewitched were, like, known in America.
That is I don't know how big they are, but I think do you remember TRL? Like the music video top 10 countdown every day after school. Did you guys get that? It was
No.
on MTV and it was literally just music videos, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, I used to
I
watch MTV.
I think it probably made it onto that, or maybe it was in a really
Right.
popular movie and they got like maybe it was a Disney movie and I think back then they kind of did we've got Bewitched performing the theme song to whatever. And
Yeah, yeah.
so it kind of went that way, but I think that's like
Awesome.
one of their only songs really, but I did enjoy that song.
That was the first song I ever sang on stage.
Oh, really?
Mm, yep. It's the
And it was an
first song I
ensemble
ever
song
performed. Yeah, I was in a
by
band.
yourself?
I was
Okay.
in a girl band.
Oh, that's funny. I think the first one I performed was Leanne Rimes.
Oh, fantastic. That was also an early one. Did you know the one, "Blame it on the weatherman"?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
We did that one too, and we all had umbrellas on stage that we were, like, twirling and had a little routine with. It's great.
What was this for? Like just a talent show or showcase or something?
No, I used to do, like, singing lessons, and
Oh,
it'd
and
be,
then it'd
like, at
have
the
like
end
a
of every
recital or
term.
something?
Yeah, you'd
Mhm.
have, like, a show at the end for all the parents to come to.
Did you guys ever have like, what's that band called? M2M? Do you remember M2M?
It rings a bell.
Mirror, mirror, hanging on the wall. Do you sound familiar? No?
No,
They were
I don't
like
think you do.
Scandinavian, but I think another kind of Bewitched time frame,
Yeah,
Cleopatra
yeah.
time frame.
Cleopatra coming at ya,
Coming at ya,
Cleopatra
coming
coming
at
at ya.
Where did Destiny's Child rank for you?
Oh, they were quite high as well, actually. Mhm.
Yeah, that
Writing
was
on the
like the
Wall
first
album.
concert I saw. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. Saw him in junior high. I think I had a friend who either her parents got tickets and she picked me or vice versa. I can't remember, but it was like my first concert. That wasn't
Amazing.
something stupid. Yeah.
Mine was All Saints, and it was shit. They mimed the whole way through. The sound was terrible. Their dancing was awful.
Mm-mm.
And that was not a good introduction to live music, quite frankly.
Why did they come to be? Because I feel like that was another probably studio effort of putting just a bunch of girls together to see if they could make a hit, you know?
Yeah, I
But they
think
had
once
the
the
Spice
Spice Girls got
Girls.
big, they just all these fucking girl bands came out of
Yeah.
nowhere, didn't they? And
Yeah,
I
that's
was
true.
jealous.
Same, actually. Me too. Okay, but then I feel like you and I have some similar tastes in music, kind of in adolescence and into adulthood. But I had the emo stage, Avril, Fall Out Boy, like my
Yeah,
brother's
yeah.
band taste
Your
influenced
your
me. We were in a
brother's
band.
band.
Well, he was in a band. I eventually
Right.
joined that band. But his
Awesome.
taste in music also, and I think my friends kind of had the similar ones, so I very much fell into that. I think because it
Nice.
was around me. But yeah, very, very emo kid at some point, like 15,
Nice.
16,
Yeah.
17 today.
Yeah. I had a stage. Well, yeah, it moved into Avril, Sum 41.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a bit of Blink. I'm not a huge Blink
I
fan,
was just
but
going to ask if you love as
there
much
was
as Nigel.
no. No, he was a diehard Blink fan.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was a fun stage. I think everyone goes through that
Mm-hmm.
at some
I mean,
point.
I still love Paramore.
Yeah, Paramore are good. Wasn't
Yep.
a huge fan though, to be fair. Paramore. Well, I like their stuff, but
I just think I appreciated that there was like a girl
mm,
lead, you know,
yeah, for
instead
sure.
of all the tonight's the night that I will fall for you over again. It's very nasally, don't you think?
Oh yeah, where are you?
And
And I'm
I'm so
so
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah. No, I really loved like Taking Back Sunday and Brand New a lot, though. And Coheed and Cambria, which is kind of
Never
one of
heard of
those out
them.
there ones. Really? You
No,
have. You
have
have.
I?
I guarantee it. Oh, God. Good eye, sniper. I'll shoot. You run. You never heard that song?
I don't know. They all sound the same, mate.
Yeah, they kind of do. Well, but Claudio Sanchez is, it's kind of like emo mixed with prog rock, metal-ish, like metal adjacent. There's a little bit of screaming in it, but he's got this huge, huge head of hair that it's so beautiful and it's just really good.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Brilliant.
That brings us to today, though. What would you characterize as your taste today? And how much of that is influenced by the yesteryears?
I don't know. I get this question quite a lot, and I
In
find
the
it
dating scene?
really fucking yeah.
Yeah.
What music are you into? I'm like, oh, everything. Because genuinely, I like a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's good,
Mm-hmm.
I like it. And I think as well, going to music college, that opened my eyes up to so many different genres and all the
Well,
different
pick your
styles of
ears up,
music that you
rather.
can have. Um, so yeah, I like a lot. I think at the moment I'm most into probably soul, jazz,
Mm,
um, a new little thing called neo soul, which is sort of
okay.
like modern soul, I guess. Um, and like I really love artists like FKJ, Tom
Yeah.
Mish. I don't really know what genre that is. It's kind of like chill out electronic stuff, I
Well,
think.
let's see what the internet says. Because I remember you mentioned FKJ kind of in one of our earlier episodes. So he is FKJ stands for French kiwi juice.
Sure
Okay.
does.
Stage persona of the French singer, producer, and multi instrumentalist Vincent Fenton. He incorporates elements of hip hop, funk, jazz, soul, and electronic subgenre known as New French House.
Mm. Well, there you
Okay.
have it.
Oh, I see, like, similar artists are Masigo, who I'm kind of
Yeah.
familiar with, and by
Yeah,
kind of, I
love
mean, I
him.
feel like I've heard of that person.
Yeah, he's great. I also just like love old school like R&B and hip hop as well, and I still listen to
Mhm.
a lot of that. And a bit of modern hip hop as well, I guess. Looking at this,
Drop some artists for our listeners.
well, I mean, I instantly saw "WAP" by Cardi B.
I'm not familiar with that one. Could you sing it?
No. I was gonna, and then I know. I also have a little tiny crush on Harry Styles. I like his album. Okay.
I wanna show you what was just most recently playing on my Apple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See, everyone
nice.
loves a bit of Harry.
Yeah, yeah. He did himself a big favor not being in One Direction anymore, I think.
He did, yeah. What about you? What's your current musical tastes?
Well, I do think that I probably still have a lot of the kind of emo kid in me, and whatever the new aged emo kid is, I think I listen to a lot of that, but I also just looking at I think Spotify does this too. The replay, your year in review, like your
Yeah.
most played songs, you know?
Uh-huh.
Um, I feel like I have a pretty big mix of things. And I know I'll forget things too, but I'm just looking at kind of my last years and I really liked um King Princess, who is I mean, I think she's just probably pop, but and then also Jimmy Eat World, Matt Mason,
Mm.
um, Kendrick Lamar, Louis Capaldi, Tennis, Sigrid. I really like Sigrid.
Yeah, she's good.
And then some
Good.
old
I'm glad
stuff
yours is
like,
like as random as mine.
yeah, I don't think I have a good ear for music, but I do think that it's like if it sounds good to me, that's good enough. I don't think I really am drawn towards country that much, but
Hmm.
there are certain country songs that I like.
That's it. I think the thing is with music, it's all just how it makes you feel and how you resonate with
Yeah.
it. So regardless of the genre, if something like hits you in the heart or gives you the
Hmm.
feels, yeah, I completely forgot about one of my biggest influences, Christina Aguilera, motherfucker.
Baby.
Fucking Christina Aguilera,
So
baby.
so out of all of the female pop stars of the 90s and early 2000s, she's the one you like the most.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she's the one I'd say helped like teach me to sing as well.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be her. I wanted to
Mhm.
emulate her voice, and um, yeah, I love
I
her.
think she was probably the coolest one and kinda
Mm.
like the skanky one.
She- exactly.
Which is yeah, like Britney, I feel like I listened to her, Mandy Moore, Jessica Simpson, Christina, Maya, Pink.
Mm.
Pink not so much, but I
Yeah,
really liked all the ensemble from Lady Marmalade, you know?
yeah, that was great.
But yeah, I feel like Christina had the biggest range too.
Yeah, she was the best singer out of all those poppy stars, I think,
Yeah,
wasn't she? But there's so many to mention. I could just reel off like
I know.
so many.
This could be a very long episode if we focus just on music.
um. Okay, well, I'll move it on then. So you're kidnapped, Kate, and you have to sing a song without messing up to secure your freedom. What is it?
Well, I'm glad you asked because in addition to Celine Dion, another of my go-to karaoke songs is Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg. And I think hands down I could perform that blindfolded, tied up,
Yeah,
gun to my head, no music, flawlessly. Pretty
I'm
sure.
pretty sure I've seen you do this as well on one of our
Yeah, I think you have.
drunk endeavors.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if
Sipping
I'm
on
super wasted, I might
juice.
mess up a little bit. Laid back. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
How about you? Same question.
Mine is ironic. Alanis Morissette. Sing
I
that.
mean,
Being hung upside down with a gun to my head. No problemo.
but you sing so many songs that I'm assuming you have to do by memory. So if someone was like, you can't do ironic, I bet you would have an arsenal. Like you would be escaping, whereas I might not be if I couldn't do gin and juice.
They're like, no rap songs, Kate.
Nope. It's got to be something from circa 1987 to 1997. And I'd be like, fuck. Do Disney
Shit.
songs count?
I'm
Because I
sure
can
that would
sing I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules.
Hercules has got some absolute tunes in it, to be fair.
I know, it's those, the muses are great.
Yeah.
Another question.
Mm.
Speaking of, we have to do karaoke sometime while we're together because I think that'd be fun. What's a thing you have or a thing you can do that isn't like all that common or that a lot of other people can't do, other than have a successful podcast with me?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So I have super flexible joints, hyper extendable joints. I think that hyperflexion. I don't know what it's called. Silas, hit us up.
Yep. Let us know, Silas.
So I can like pop my thumb in and out. It's
Oh,
not very good
God.
for a podcast. I'm showing Kate right now, but I can like
This will be good video content for one day when we get there.
when we get there.
God,
Yeah. It's pretty gross.
It looks like you like he's doing a little dance, your thumb.
It's exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a little
Only do it
hula.
on one hand though. I can't do it on the other hand. But I did discover
Interesting.
that my cousin can do this as well. So I think it's like a Westbrook thing. I just said my
Maybe
surname.
there's some.
I think it's a family thing.
Fun fact, though, it is on the podcast page. So
Yeah, I know. It's uploaded in my name.
Yep. So it must be a heritable trait, which I guess, Silas, you can let us know if that is true too.
I
That
also
you're
have
more likely to have it.
like you have this as well, where you have like really bendy
The elbow
elbows.
thing. You can just like turn it basically all the way around.
Yeah, I can like flip my arms pretty much all the way over.
Yeah, it's real sexy too.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, shut up. I don't know where this has come from. And I have dislocated my shoulder twice. Do you know the second time I did it, actually? First time I was in dance class and I was going from a standing position to a press-up position and it popped out. Fair enough. That's
Wait,
quite a lot of
so you were
pressure on a
basically
shoulder.
doing a burpee.
Pretty much, yeah. But literally, like,
Okay.
second time, I was driving.
Just driving?
Just driving. So there's a car parked in front of me and I wanted to go round it. And instead of using, like, both hands, again, I'm just trying to describe it. I did that and pulled it all the way around and my fucking shoulder popped out.
Hurt your neck while yawning. Dislocated your shoulder turning your steering wheel.
And I wonder why I'm still single.
More like,
what a catch.
You got no bones.
I'm made of jelly.
Yep. My podcast host and friend, Gemma, is a jellyfish. You all know now. Tried to keep this a secret, and secret's out. Okay, so you're kind of a bendy Wendy. In a way.
Okay, I'm a bendy Wendy, yeah.
I, too, like you've noticed or said, I have like the elbow thing. I also learned when I was running the marathon or training for it that I have hip dysplasia, and it seems like this is something I've had my entire life. And when I had an injury and I had to do some x-rays, they're like, oh yeah, you might have fractured your hip. You also have hip dysplasia. And I was like, like dogs? So I might be part dog while you're jellyfish. I don't know.
Oh, is that why they call you Kate Dog Hips?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know. Everyone else knew. I didn't. Did get made fun of how I walked, though. People said I intentionally shook my ass when I walked, and I was like, I don't. This is how I walk, and maybe that's why, because I have hip dysplasia. So thanks, all you ableist bitches from high school.
And so, what does that actually mean? What
Silas,
happens?
I don't know. They basically just said I might accommodate probably some of my movements with it.
Oh,
No, I
right.
don't think a hip replacement, but
Good.
and it's on the left side, which is where they thought I had a fracture, but it turns out I just had bursitis, which is inflammation because my body wasn't strong enough to hold my body up when I was running, which is why I do strength training now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, how
So I guess that,
interesting.
but I also can well, Silas, you don't need to respond to this, but I am very good at chugging beer and I've won contests.
I can confirm I have been witness to numerous chugging contests. You are quite talented.
I think I can accept that I've maybe am no longer a championship beer chugger in my old age, but I have won contests. It was a skill I didn't know I had until I had to do it. And it has got me nothing but hangover.
Yeah, that's the downside of it, I guess.
Yeah. But I think that that's something that not a lot of people want to do, rightfully so, because it kind of hurts and is maybe not that
Does it?
classy. Yeah, I mean, the beer can burn. A little
The
bit.
beer can burn.
A little bit, depending on the kind of beer.
Yeah, I guess so. It's fizzy as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, there you go, guys. You learn something new every day.
Are very unique traits.
Skills and talents.
Mm-hmm.
do
do do do.
Well, Kate, we've actually had an email in again. We've got 2 fans.
Another?
Yep.
Another?
A whole new email.
This is what it feels like to make it, I think.
It is, isn't it?
This feeling of getting an email from someone other than my mom and Google saying, congratulations for making an email. Love your emails, Mom. Send us more.
Yeah, the dopamine hit is good.
So, what does this email say?
Okay, so we've got a problem to help with. So I'll read it to you and then we'll discuss. So, it reads, "Hello, beautiful creatures. So I need some advice. Or perhaps just some poking fun at my future monster-in-law to help me get through my having to deal with this awful woman." Juicy.
Mm-hmm.
A little backstory. I am engaged and planning our wedding for next fall. While working on my guest list, I'm really struggling to put my partner's stepmother on the guest list. To put it nicely, this woman is a horrid cunt. Using this in the US way.
Okay. Yep. Painting a nice picture here.
Mm-hmm. She has caused me to go into multiple panic attacks at family functions, specifically my partner's nieces and nephews' B-day parties, where I have to go and hide until I calm down and can be around people again.
What a bitch.
And she made me cry this past Christmas to the point that I hid in a basement until she left hours later. That's intense.
Yeah.
Even after this, I have tried to be nice to her, the whole kill her with kindness bullshit. When I showed her my engagement ring, she said in the most monotone and unimpressed voice, "Oh yeah, pretty." And that was literally all she said to me for the rest of the day. The only other interaction we had that day was her making a point to move to a completely different table when I came to sit with everyone. I do not want to invite this raggedy bitch with terrible hair to my wedding.
Just gonna ruin the pictures.
But it's a legitimate concern of mine, my partner, and my partner's siblings that if we don't invite her, their father will not attend. They aren't helping pay for the wedding in any way, but I do want my partner's father to be there. The whole thing is stressing me out, and I don't know what to do. Any thoughts?
Ugh. Well, okay, so that is a dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go first, or you want me to?
I mean, if she's that much of a cunt, don't invite her. It's
Yeah.
your day.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to ruin your day and stress you out and cause you this much stress before the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
don't invite her. But I guess it also depends on how that's going to affect other people coming.
Mm-hmm.
I know people say that weddings are sort of for everyone else, but it's not.
I know. I agree. I
It's
say
for
that, and I
you.
also like it's for you, but it is also for other people.
Mm.
And so, first, congratulations on the engagement.
Oh yeah, sorry. Congratulations.
And wedding planning can be stressful, and having kind of another person, such as this woman, kind of making that more stressful really sucks. So, I agree with you, Gemma, that my inclination is to say, like, don't invite her. But there was mention of your partner siblings, and
Mm.
that tells me that there's maybe been some conversation about this person, and that maybe people have seen this and like understand your perspective about why you wouldn't want to invite your step monster-in-law. Um, and so I would wonder what they would have to say about, like, if it's really important for dad to be there and we're sure he's not going to come if we don't invite her, then is that worth the, having this person there? And then what kind of maybe boundaries and guardrails can you put up so that you don't have to engage with her?
Mm.
Like, can the siblings run interference? Can your
Yeah.
partner talk to his dad and say, this is what we're dealing with? And like, can dad help with that? I guess
Yeah. Good idea.
those would be questions I'd be asking. But bottom line, I think first and foremost is fuck this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
If she sounds like a child, first of all, and good for
Yeah.
you for trying to kill her with kindness, but I'd say you don't have to. You don't have to engage with her at all.
No, I mean, there's also the other option of just fucking confronting her
I was thinking that too.
and just being like, look, I know you clearly don't like me or you have some sort of problem with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why you want to come to my fucking wedding
Mm-hmm.
because you're a twat. Fuck off.
Yeah. I wonder if father-in-law, if he were given a role, even if it's a small one, would he feel
Mm.
compelled to come even if she wasn't able to, or uninvited? But I guess
But that's going to be
it
an
might be worth.
awkward conversation, isn't it? Like, we want
Yeah.
you to be there, but not your wife. Like, how would they even approach that? Like,
Well, partner, I get the sense that partner is pretty supportive, and
mm,
partner, like, can you talk to your dad about this?
yeah.
And what does he say?
Mm,
Because it just, I'm thinking about all the things that could happen, and it just seems like that's the the energy that you put into planning a wedding, the expense, all of that, to have this one person be a giant raggedy cunt. Seems really unfair, and like, to both of you.
yeah, but equally, as you said, there's like going to be loads of people at the wedding. Shove her in a
Mm-hmm.
shit corner
Yep.
with loads of people that,
Yeah.
you know, you might not
And
necessarily like or particularly
yeah.
want there. Put them all in the corner and just don't speak to her. Enjoy your time with your friends and your family that you do want to have a good time with. And celebrate your love for you and your fiancé.
And she doesn't have to be in pictures. And if you have bridesmaids, they can run interference. And also, like, okay, maybe the conversation is dad, you need to keep stepmom in check.
Yeah.
You need to have a talk with her because of X, Y, and Z experiences. And like, if you can't do that, or if you don't think she can be like that, then maybe you both don't come to the wedding, you know?
Yeah.
I had to do that. I had to tell some relatives they couldn't come for
Oh,
various
really?
reasons. It sucked,
Yeah.
but it was necessary. So
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, to be completely honest, I think if I was in her shoes, I'd just probably not say anything and just put up with it.
yeah, I
Because I'm
think I would
British and that's
probably,
what we do.
yeah, I think unless there was like a very egregious thing that could still happen. So,
Yeah.
listener, keep us updated. And we'll give feedback based on that. But like as of what I've heard today, knowing that my sister and brother-in-law and my partner and probably other people all see it too and are willing to be supportive if it means getting dad at the ceremony or the wedding, which is important, inviting her, making it clear to dad, but also like people need to like be my guardrails so
Yeah.
that we can have a nice
Yeah.
wedding.
That's it. Get people to rally round.
Yeah.
Keep that bitch away from you, girl.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good job for a maid of honor. So,
Yeah. That's what they're
or best
for.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
keep us
glad we've
posted.
solved your problem there.
Obviously, you can send, monetary appreciation,
Mm-hmm.
gifts, candies, chocolates to. I'll put my address in the email response to you. Just kidding, but keep us posted. And I'm sorry that's
Yeah,
happening, but congratulations.
exactly. You'll have a fab day, whatever. Just ignore her. Or don't invite her. Ugh.
Have someone play a prank where, like, uh, if she gets her hair done, have it so that her hair falls out, and then she won't want to come.
Yeah. Or just get someone to spill red wine on her really early.
Invite me or Gemma,
Yep.
depending on where you're at, and that will be our role.
Yeah. I will happily do that. Okay, I've just got one thing I want to share with you, actually.
Okay.
I've got an Am I the Arsehole? But this just popped up, and I saved it, and I love it. So I want to do it. I want to do
Yes,
it.
do it. What's our jingle again?
Am I the asshole?
You know you are, baby. That was
Okay,
it.
so quickly, just before the Am I the Arsehole? So this was a thread that I found, and it was someone asking, what's the most disgusting secret you're hiding right now?
I saw that one too. I
Oh,
almost
did
asked
you?
you, but then I was like, I don't know if I can answer it. But go on. Okay.
So this is one of the top answers. My wife went out drinking with co-workers and she got shit-faced. I had to struggle to get inside. She was blackout drunk, crying, puking. It was a nightmare and not the first time her doing this. After putting her to bed, I shit on the driveway next to her car door and told her that she did it while drunk and told her that the neighbour saw her do it. She found it going to work the next day. She has not gone out drinking since, and this was 4 years ago. If she does drink, she's one and done.
That is like that's kind of brilliant, but also so because I can only imagine if I were in her shoes. I don't think I would want to leave the house ever again.
No.
That would be the thing that keeps me up every night for the rest. I would probably have to just like go live in the woods and be a wood hermit.
Yeah.
I think. But it sounds like maybe this was a problem. But
I know, but like evil genius. I mean,
yeah.
come on.
Oh man. God. Well, now I'm gonna question everything. Anytime someone says I tried to do something, I did something while I'm drunk, I'm gonna be like, no, that's not true.
No, I didn't do
That you're just saying that to get me to stop being drunk, and I won't.
I will never stop. Okay. Right. Am I the asshole?
You know you are, baby. See, I do it too, baby.
Baby. Maybe that's where I've got it from, baby.
Probably. I rubbed it onto you.
All right. I've done a lot of reading in this for someone who's losing their voice. So I do apologise to our listeners. Put up
I
with it.
really appreciate how you've hung in there for us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. Am I the arsehole for mansplaining to my girlfriend?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. I personally don't think this is an issue of mansplaining, but I want to present her perspective of the issue fairly and objectively. I don't want to make this story seem completely one-sided like some of the other stories I read on here.
I think this person's like mansplaining
What this is.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I, 23 male, and someone who loves fun facts. I love telling my friends and family fun facts and seeing their faces light up with the same interest as mine when I first learned the fact. I've been getting the feeling lately that my girlfriend, also 23, isn't really treating me with respect. When she talks to me, she acts kind of withdrawn and dismissive, and I sometimes feel like she's responding to me as though she's like a boss speaking to a subordinate. Whenever I tell her things, she may be listening, or she may not be. Yesterday, I told her a fun fact about how styrofoam containers aren't actually made from styrofoam. Instead, they are made from a material known as polystyrene. She didn't even blink. She just said okay. Today we were over at a friend's house for dinner and she let us take some pasta home from the leftovers. And I heard my girlfriend say, "Hand me that styrofoam container." I got a little annoyed since this was proof that she doesn't give a shit about the things I said. So I said in an annoyed voice, "It's made of polystyrene, not styrofoam. But I guess it doesn't matter what I say since you wouldn't listen anyway." After that, all hell basically broke loose, and my girlfriend is refusing to talk to me because I was rude, even though I was literally just pointing out that she's being disengaged and respectful to me by not caring about the things that I say and making me feel kind of unimportant. Is this guy an asshole?
I am going to try my hardest to be respectful here.
Yep.
Because this person sounds like they might have some personality characteristics, traits that also limit their ability to pick up on social cues.
Yeah.
And the fun facts that this person delivers might at times be interesting and people enjoy them, and perhaps sometimes they're less so.
Yeah.
And excuse me, I'm losing my voice now too. I do just want to point out, Gemma, do you think like her saying, "Hand me that styrofoam container," in any way was disrespectful, like meant she wasn't listening, she was disengaged, or doesn't find him important?
No, it could be seen that she's taking the piss out of his shit fun fact.
Possibly.
But also,
Is that what you interpreted from that?
Well, no, because I don't know because I wasn't there, so I don't know how it was delivered. But isn't styrofoam the brand name?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Kleenex, Band-Aid, Lucasade,
Yeah.
paracetamol when you're like not talking about the
Nurofen,
yeah. Like I might just say styrofoam container still because that's what people like know it as.
Exactly.
So that's how I was interpreting what was like going on here. But you're right, we weren't there. Maybe how she said it, maybe she gave him a pointed look. But based on what was written, it sounds like he overheard it.
Yeah. I get that impression.
So my answer is you're not an asshole for fun facts. But I think he perhaps incorrectly assumes that people enjoy them as much as he enjoys giving them. And I do think he's the asshole for his reaction to.
Agreed. Well, I mean, the majority of the comments Oh, that he's the arsehole.
Oh, okay. Well, I love being right. And in the majority. Strength in numbers.
Exactly. The top one is, you're the arsehole. I wouldn't listen to you either.
Well, yeah, fair. That's one way to put it.
I think what a lot of people are saying is that the facts aren't fun. Oh, that fact wasn't fun.
Yeah, that one was
Um,
not as exciting to me as what I think someone could be sharing with their friends and family and girlfriend.
yeah. And I imagine, like, looking at it from her perspective, she's probably just fucking sick of it. Do you know what I mean? Just stop telling me your shit facts. I don't care. Can we just have a normal conversation?
Yeah. Like if I ask you
Yeah.
what these containers are made out of, then that would be a thing that I would be interested in hearing perspective from you. But
Exactly.
when I'm talking about how I got really pissed off at my sister for this thing she said, and you're like, "Did you know the styrofoam containers aren't really made out of styrofoam?" Then like you're not listening, nor do you care about me. And I know I made up a little bit of a scenario and context there that we don't know about, but I would not be surprised if that was something that was happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, some people have said that maybe he's got ADHD. I don't know why.
See, I was thinking more like ASD. Again, don't want to
Mm.
just diagnose people I don't know anything about, but the vibe I was picking up is this person who struggles with some interpersonal and social cues.
Yeah. Okay, here's a good one. It's just bullet pointed. It's not mansplaining, it's info dumping.
Mm.
Other people may appreciate it, but it sounds like your girlfriend would like it to be less, since it appears she gets higher doses of info dumping than anyone else.
Yeah.
While fun facts are cool, to constantly talk about them can be exhausting. Where's your respect for your girlfriend? Do you ask her if she'd like to know a fun fact, or do you assume and just tell her? Styrofoam fun fact would only be a fun fact to someone interested in styrofoam and how things are made. Why would you call her out in front of people? You seem to be the one that is extremely ignorant and disrespectful. You're the
Mm-hmm.
arsehole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was wondering if that was really mansplaining too. Maybe that's what she said, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I agree
Yeah.
with that comment. Actually, like that would be if someone said pick the comment that best represents your view. Would be that one.
Well, there you are. You're the arsehole. Stop giving
Sorry,
fun
mate.
facts. Sorry, mate. Learn to read the room.
Fun fact: we're at the end of our episode.
Oh my god, are we?
Sad. Well, we don't have to be.
Look, Kate, stop Kate-splaining. Right?
Sorry. Thank you for telling me so I can stop.
No, explain away.
For our 10th episode, it's going to be a marathon 24-hour podcast.
Woo! Here we go, guys. Strap in.
And if you think that we are struggling to come up with content, just you wait. Just kidding. I got loads. Gemma, tell me what time you were born, on what day. I'm going to read your sun, moon, rising
Oh my
chart.
god, do my horoscope.
Yep. I got tarot cards. I've got tea leaves. I've
Oh
got
yeah, baby.
smoke signals.
Hey, I got some crystals in the other room.
Oh, me too. I have one that's shaped like a penis.
Oh, cool.
You want to see?
Yeah.
That's from my friend Brittany.
Oh,
Little
lovely.
rose quartz penis.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there's
It's
that.
giving you all the love you need, baby. Oh, I did it
Right.
again. Kill me
Well,
now.
I think we know what your catchphrase is, and it's gonna have to be that forever now.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby. Well, that was a fun one.
That's good. Thank you for talking shit with me.
Yeah, thank you for talking shit with me, and when we're not recording, letting me talk all the shit at you. I
Anytime.
do you think that our fans will like today?
I hope so, yeah. I enjoyed it.
Me too. Let us know if you didn't, though. And if you did.
No, don't. I don't like bad feedback. I can't take it.
I can, but I think I've ended the last few episodes now of please just like us. Please just like us. Please. So rather than say what you don't like, tell us what you think we should do next.
Yeah, give us content ideas. Thank you.
Burning questions, like if it burns when I pee, what does that mean? And I'll refer you to a doctor.
I will tell you, you've got a urine infection, ma'am.
Next, it's going to be medical advice, and we're going to really fuck some shit up. So, better be careful with that.
Okay. Great. Well.
All right. Well, shall we sign off?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to see you.
And you.
Bye.
Bye.
G-Bag. Remember when I was telling you the other day about how it's hard for me to leave my home because I don't want to leave my blender?
Yeah, your emotional support blender, you called it, which I thought was weird and maybe a little problematic.
I said it feels like my emotional support blender because of how many smoothies I make and how good I feel these days because of them.
Okay, go on.
Well, I found something the other day that may solve my problem.
Oh, tell me more.
I discovered this thing called BlendJet 2. It's a portable blender that you can use basically anywhere or anytime.
Seems messy.
I know, but it doesn't look like it is. BlendJet 2 is portable, so you can blend up a smoothie at work, a protein shake at the gym, or even a margarita on the beach.
More like a margarita at work, know what I'm saying?
Or that, but it's also small enough to fit in a cup holder, but powerful enough to blast through tough ingredients like ice and frozen fruit with ease. BlendJet 2 is whisper quiet, so you can make your morning smoothie without waking up the whole house, and it lasts 15 plus blends and recharges quickly via USB-C. Best of all, BlendJet 2 cleans itself. Just blend water with a drop of soap and you're good to go. So, not messy at all, I don't think.
Okay, I'm intrigued. And now I want a margarita.
Me too. It looks like there's tons of different styles and colors, so you can have a margarita BlendJet for work, a protein BlendJet for the car, and a
soup BlendJet for the forest?
Sure.
Oh, I want the camo one because I am a certified badass.
Just don't lose it in the woods.
Okay, so what are we waiting for? These look awesome.
I know. What are you waiting for? Go to blendjet.com and grab yours today. And be sure to use the promo code TSPOD12 to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. BlendJet feels so strongly that no other portable blender on the market comes close to the quality, power, and innovation of the BlendJet 2. They'll guarantee you love it or your money back.
Gotta love the confidence and the ability to blend anytime, anywhere with the BlendJet 2 portable blender. Go to blendjet.com and use the code TSPOD12 to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping.
Shop today and get the best deal ever. I'll cheers you with our BlendJet margaritas next time I see you.
Brilliant. Cheers.